This is called the fight of your life. So today I had to resort to I woke up and my phone was disconnected. I got T-Mobile, my service is T-Mobile, and I actually got just a regular $50 plan, no contract, no. And it was disconnected, so I went to pay it. Went on my phone, put my card in, it rejected. I'm like, what's going on? My phone bill is $50. I checked my bank account and it said 46.97, $46.97. Wow. So I had to resort to getting up, taking about $5 out of my pocket and going depositing it in the bank so that I can have enough to pay my bill. This really interests me because as soon as I made up my mind, we're talking about a bank account. I have two of them. We're talking about bank accounts that were pretty filled with money, at least on hand money in case of anything, any emergency, flight, rental, anything. But as soon as I made up my mind that I'm going to pursue my passion, I'm going to pursue the voice in me that's directed me and brought me to this beautiful city that I was born in, New York. I'm going to pursue speaking to the people, the disenfranchised, and the incarcerated minds of the world. As soon as I made that ultimate decision, then everything left me. Ain't that amazing when you finally get on your journey, when you get on your path, you actually lose things? I mean, my bank account is down. Now it's going to be zero, of course, or maybe $1 after that bill is paid. At least my phone is back on, right? And I can put out my content on social media. But the point I'm making is that the journey is designed to bring you down to the lowest point, to all things that are not necessary for the ultimate fulfillment and the ultimate development of the faculties that you will utilize on your journey for your story. It goes away. And there is a time where something like that, a simple thing like that, would depress me out of this world. But now I smile because I understand the irony of finding the self. I understand it. And all of you out there need to understand this, man. Let's get right to it. Forget what was told to you. Forget what you heard. Because these are the things that get in the way of our fulfillment and our development, especially by the people closest to you, because they do not understand you. Trust me. It's going to be the people that are out there like you, the people that you are here to actually speak to, that is going to resonate with your vibe, that's going to resonate with your energy, and is going to take in all that you have to offer. You will only meet with resistance from the people that already have a perception of you as something, regardless to what they say out their mouth. So you have to know that all things, everything around you that is not essential to your upward development, man, it goes. And who cares? Who cares? When you're on this journey, you're not supposed to care one. It's only about what you're constantly putting in this globe of yours. The outside world will mirror it. It will mimic it. There's no doubt about it. When the farmer plants his seeds, whether it be lettuce, whether it be all the various corn, apples, he worries not when that harvest is going to come. He know it will come. The only thing he do is what's required. Gives it the ample water, allows the soil to get the sunshine, and that's it. He doesn't dig it back up to see what's going on. He doesn't constantly keep looking at, like, man, those corns ain't grown. He already know this is a process. This is universal law. And what I'm telling you about planting success in this universal globe, that is the same process. It's the same laws. It's just unseen. And it's the same laws. And the longer you stick in there, trust me, I've been speaking this for years now. I've been speaking this into existence for years now. So you have to believe it in. I love to say that. Believe your life into being. Bring it out here by planting success. And that's the name of this series. We need to plant success into our mindsets so that we can achieve and the outside world can mimic what's inside of us. This movement is fulfilling. It is honestly the best thing that can happen to a human being in the process of transformation, right? In the process of developing, right? Going from one extreme to the opposite, only to achieve balance. Everything we go through, every situation that we are confronted with, or are sitting in, it was designed to bring out what you are and what you will become. That's where all your greatness lies. The diamonds that are pressured the most in that soil has the best clarity. They become the best class, right? The best carats. Those were the ones with the most pressure, and it's likewise with us as relentless, powerful, unstoppable human beings. Keep the focus in this globe of yours. Keep this in your mind daily, that this is the globe. Every time you catch yourself responding to something outside of you, please remember that, wow, I caused this. At some point or time, this is the harvest of something that I planted. I don't know when I did it, because I have not been conscious enough or aware enough to trace the thoughts and the moods and the vibration with the beliefs that manifested that. But because I know it's a law, and I now understand inner movements, because I now understand inner movements and how it works, I know it could not be otherwise. This is the reflection of what was in the globe. So let me keep planting. Let me plant. When a bottle has dirty water in it, there's two ways you can get that out of there. You can pour it out, right, and try to clean the sides, or you can just pour a stream of clear, clean, new water in that bottle, and you will begin to see the dirty water rising to the top, right, and then it comes to the surface, and then it begins to come out, and as it stands there, that water gets clearer, 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 and then it's crystal clear. This is all we must do. Don't try to empty anything out of your life. That's the mistake we make. We try to dump or hide or bury, as I say, our treasures, things that we don't like about ourselves, really things that we don't think people will like. And this is our main gifts. We don't need to get rid of that. Just pour the contents of what you desire into your life, that crystal clear stream of unstoppable success into this globe. And watch what comes to the surface, right? First, you're going to get, the unlikable stuff, the little toxic thoughts and things that you held on to for so many years. But then gradually, what's going to happen? You're going to see a shift. You're going to see a shift, and you're going to look and be amazed by what surfaces, what harvests arises for you. So let's keep this in mind. Let's be strong. Let's be headstrong. And let's not, for 1 minute, doubt or turn back. It is time for us to rise up. We're in the middle of a pandemic. This pandemic, plandemic, whatever you want to call it, is the grand opportunity for us to plant success in the globe and watch it manifest around us in our life, right in the middle of everything that's going on. There's no doubt about it. It will be done as long as you embrace what you've been through, where you come from, what you have been confronted with. That's your blessing. That's your gift right there. You need no one else outside of you. You need no one to turn to look for a favor. All you need to do is to believe in the things you've been through. That is designed for you, man. And if you're one of the incarcerated ones, indirectly or affected by that level of life, it's an ideal thing. Only spiritual, ideal beings are put through the fire to come out on the other side and rise from the ashes, just like the phoenix, to attain what? Greatness, to attain what? The things that they truly desire. So we are embarking on a path of non-stop awareness. It's called inner movements. And the movement begins in you. What is your dominant quality? What is your dominant mood? What is your dominant vibration? I challenge you. Begin to plant success in your life. Begin to know that everything I ever been through, there was a cause for it. However, the conditioning and the habits that I picked up are not me. It's not my story. And I change it in this moment. Now is the time. There's not no future. There's no future. Now is the time. I change it now. I plant success now. And that's whatever success is to you. And we'll get into my series of what I deem success. Success is the unlimited access to your subconscious mind because that is where everything comes from. That is where everything lies. And we'll get more in tune with that as dominant, progressive beings. We are all dominant. We are powerful. We have been inspired in. Everything is in. We have been inspired to let our light shine, and it is our time. So I ask you all to stay with me. This is Caesar Drummond. Get ready for my podcast, right? And I got a blog that I'm currently already writing. It's just a matter of putting all the media around it, right? All of the trappings of what people think is success. It's strange to me that we listen to people because they may have a bunch of accolades or titles behind their name, but have not experienced anything of that nature. You know, the divine design of your life is already inherent in the food you eat. Ever wonder why every animal on this entire planet is concise in what it does? It knows when to mate, when to eat, when to kill, when to hunt, when to refrain from all of these things, right? When to reemerge. Every animal has a distinct quality ascribed to it that defines its being, that protects it, that makes it what it is, down to the precise moment. And we, the highest life form, right? The highest intelligence on the planet, are out of tune, out of sync, and do not know our placement on this planet. I've always wondered that, and it has boggled my brain for years until it came to me one day. Driving to work, I was late, and I'm trying to get there, going through traffic. I'm like, man, these people can't drive. What the hell? And what I thought was traffic, when I got closer enough, I seen that it was the line to Popeye's Chicken. The cars were out the Popeye's Chicken. And I was like, wow. But something else was scratching at my brain to listen. And as I looked, the epiphany hit me. There's no chimpanzees on that line. There's no lions. There's no tigers. There's no birds on that Popeye's line. There's no giraffes, elephants. There's no mice. There's none of the animals of nature are on that line. And then I knew. The reason that the animals are concise and still do everything according to nature is because they imbibe and they eat the food of nature, and we eat everything else. When a man wants his horse to achieve certain things or do certain things, he feeds him on what? Grains. Those grains eventually constipate that horse. When that horse becomes constipated, what does the man or the owner do? He turns him back to his natural food, hay, grass. And that horse's system adjusts, begins to release, and he's regular again. When we become constipated, what do? We turn to laxative, Pepto-Bismols. We take over-the-counter prescription or any kind of meds to relieve any kind of thing, failing to realize that this mechanism, this body, is the greatest self-healing device on this planet. Nothing can compare to it. When an animal is sick, what's the first thing it do? It stops eating. That's the first thing it's doing. When we're sick, what do? Oh, he has to eat. He's going to shrivel away. Give him more food, right? Thus killing him, thus clogging his channels, right? Thus producing more waste and toxins in his body. So there you have it. I share these things as a testament to this is the path that I've chose to awaken my globe. And it was the path of the secret in you is directly contained in what we put in our bodies. Everything, all the information of this planet and how to successfully survive on this planet is contained in what? The food of this planet. Not all the things we made, processed, cans, tins, devitalized, all type of chemical imbibed things, articles that we put on the shelf as food, but I'm talking about the food of nature, fruits. Things that were naturally designed, that naturally goes in our system and creates an organic living condition for the cells and tissues and organs to function properly, and constantly gets rid of toxins where we pack toxins in. We have to be aware that this is the first point. This is the beginning. What you eat is first. Then what you do with your body in the form of exercise is second. You cannot even begin to lift yourself up with the same thing inside of you. You are what you eat. And as I forgot, Imhotep said, not Hippocrates. I know, you medical professionals out there, you believe in the Hippocrates oath, and all these things, but it really came from Imhotep, from ancient Kemet, who said, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. So we need to be aware and stay tuned, because the transition, the total transition from going from what you put in your body and what vitality is into the design of your body and how it functions, into this being a globe and achieving everything, and that we are a self-fulfilling image, walking, picture taking, everywhere we go species that creates all day long. Everything in your life has been created by only solely what? You. Thank you. I'm Caesar Drummond, known to all as Robert Drummond. Thank you, and I'll be coming to you again shortly.